Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another video. So today is my update video for the month of September, all the projects that I got done in September and any spending that I may have done as well. So I created 5 layouts in September, 3 of which I'm going to show you, 2 of which are kind of personal family layouts that I can't show you. I've got my traveller's notebook and any spending that I may have done, and there's a little indication of what that might be here. So this first layout is Benji and Baloo at the Wild Heart Sanctuary here on the Isle of Wight. I'm not sure which bear this is, so I just still say Benji and Baloo because I can't actually tell them apart. And I kind of struggled with the title for this one just because, I don't know why, because I've done a few layouts of them already. And yeah, I just couldn't think of a title. Normally I'm really good at, I think that's a strong point of mine, to come up with titles, like quite easily. So I just called it Benji and Baloo, and then in brackets I just put active, because Benji or Baloo here was very active that day when I went. So this is brown textured cardstock, and I've used torn tracing paper here. I've stamped onto the tracing paper for the title, and I've stapled the tracing paper to the page in different areas for added texture and to make it more secure. 2 3x4 portrait photos and 1 4x6 landscape photo. I've used some wood dots here, and I've used some wood hearts here over the top of the burlap. What's it called? Well, it's just adhesive, but it comes on a roll. Burlap paper adhesive. Right, next one, We Will Rock You, the musical that I saw 4 times over the summer. Black textured cardstock, pattern paper. I'm not sure what the pattern paper is, it came from my stash. 4x6 photo of me and Imogen, and a 4x4 square photo of me and Eb, both of whom were in the show. This is the flyer for the show, and then I've stamped 3 cameras here. I've used a Project Life card here for the journaling, and I've stuck down some confetti musical notes that I've had in my stash for a very, very long time, and they're not really scrapbooking products. And then I've just done a slight outline, or a rough doodled outline around each photo there, just for added interest and to sort of bring it all together. And then I've stamped the date here with my date stamp, but I've not added the actual day because I saw it 4 times, and it was and it's here, it tells you it was in August. One show was actually in September. I have actually stamped the 5th of August here on the journaling though. And then I've said, amazing summer show. Although I booked tickets for all 4 performances, I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. An incredible show. Loud, vibrant, chaotic, just amazing. Imogen and Eb were amazing. Eb was in the Joseph Choir in 2018. So yeah, I found out that this young man here was in the Joseph Choir at the same theatre when I saw the show in 2018. He was obviously quite a bit younger then, and now he's in a starring role, and he's gone off to musical theatre college, I believe. This is a layout of my great nephew. I'm showing you this one because you can't actually see him, and you can't actually see my nephew because I haven't actually asked them, permission to show his face or his name or anything. Black textured cardstock, pattern paper that I've torn. Well, the top edge is torn. That's where I think that's where it came out of the paper pad. I'm not sure. And then the rest of it's just straight in. Tracing paper, torn tracing paper is just a scrap that I had in my stash, and then a 4x6 portrait photo, and then a Project Life card. The reverse side of a Project Life card, I've used the Chamel title alphas for the title here, and I've inked the edges in a lovely colour. Can't remember what it's called, but like a plum colour. And the only ink pad that I've got in that colour is Distress ink. And then I've created my own banner here using wood triangles that have got punched holes in them. I've thread the baker's twine through that, bows at the side, and then just glued it all to the page with some foam pads. And I did do a short video on YouTube of how I did adhered that to the page. So that's the 3 layouts that I can show you. Like I said, I did do 5 layouts this month. Now we've got my traveller's notebook. So I think we finished here last month, we did. So then this page is again We Will Rock You, just a photo of me ready to go to the theatre, and I've just said here, my terrible Freddie impression, I'm not a rock gal, ha ha. And then I stamped a guitar there, and I feel as though I should probably outline that, but I may not go back and do that. We'll see. So again, We Will Rock You, the flyer. I had loads of flyers, so I just stuck one to the page, and then I stuck my reviews on the top of show 3 and 4, because I forgot to put show 3 review in before. I think I mentioned that last month. So that's my reviews for the final 2 shows, and I've just stamped the date on, and I've used Stays On ink on the glossy photo paper there. And this is a photo of me and Holly at the beach. I've used that dog stencil underneath. I've just stenciled the whole page with that. A little cut apart here, a rough doodled outline framing the photo. And then I've just said Holly's first post-surgery visit to the beach, Colwell, 15 minutes of mooching allowed. She loved it. And she did. She was very upset she couldn't charge around there. And then this is Eddie and Holly. This is on the 18th of September with a Project Life card for the journaling, and I've stamped a couple of paws there, and I've used black journaling pen. And I'm just saying here that Holly had her knee checkup, and the vet is pleased with her progress, and we called in the Donkey Sanctuary after that. And then Eddie had his cardiac appointment, and he was there all day, and I went to the Donkey Sanctuary and the Wild Heart to distract me. So it's just a couple of pages about them going to the vet and what have you. So yeah, so that was, and then I picked Eddie up and brought him home, and I've stamped 2 paws, 2 horseshoes, and a little bit of washi tape there. And then this is the same day when I took Holly to the Donkey Sanctuary. I snapped a photo in one of the barns here, popped it onto the Donkey socials, and they sort of reposted it on their kind of social, just saying that adorable Holly enjoyed her visit today, because we like to take lots of photos of our pooch visitors at the Donkey Sanctuary and share them on social media. And then I've used a scrap, all these 3 pieces here, just scrap that I found on my desk when I was putting this together earlier today. So scrap piece of pattern paper, scrap piece of camera paper, which I think is Vicky Bootin. This is Chamel, I'm sure. And I've just said here in black journaling, Holly featured on the Donkey Sanctuary socials, such a star. And then this is a photo that I took when I was working, when I was there on my volunteer day of Christmas Lyric here, one of our little mini Shetland ponies, and Dottie in the field. So we separate them for Christmas Lyric to have his extra feed. And of course she's looking through, which is, you know, quite hard, but she doesn't get an extra feed and he does. And I'm just saying that he tips over his bowl and eats from the ground. So he tips all the food out of the bowl onto the ground and then likes to eat off the ground. Funny boy. Poor Dottie looking on longingly. And then I think we're at the end of the Traveller's Notebook. So these are all the things that I've just stuck in over the year, or, you know, from when I've been doing this particular album. Things that I've purchased, like jeans and things from Marks and Spencer's and Crocs and, you know, dog toys and shoes and things. So yeah, it's just like, I just thought it was interesting to stick all the labels in here. So that is that one complete. So it started in 2024, didn't it? So it's gone through from 2024 October, sort of October time, then I started it, and now it's got, so it's like a year, isn't it, because we're in October now. So it's gone, I've made it last a whole year. At this moment in time I haven't started a new one, and I don't actually know if I'm going to or not. I may just do I might just do layouts for the time being, but I'm not sure about that. I may change my mind. So spending, I have done a little bit of spending this month. I haven't done an awful lot of spending in this year, or, you know, more recent months, but I did treat myself to a few things this month. So I had to go to the range to get some things for my camper van. And whilst I was there, of course, I did have a little look at the craft section, and I found these lovely fall collection pieces and a Christmas piece. So the fall collection, all from the range, they're all from the range. Wood pumpkins, and I thought I could use those on layouts or even on cards or something, you know, autumnal cards. I just really liked them, and I do like my wood embellishments. And I found these, they're called wall stickers, but I'm going to use them on albums or layouts. And I just really liked them, just lovely leaves. And then this autumn woodland tissue paper I just thought was, oh my gosh, absolutely amazing. This piece here caught my eye, and I thought, oh gosh, I absolutely love that. Might use it on a layout, particularly this one. I've not opened it yet, so I'm not sure how big the pieces are. Might use it on a layout. If not, I'll use it to wrap gifts. And then I picked up this Art Studio Traditional Christmas 12 by 12 pattern paper, and you get 12 unique designs, 2 sheets per design, so that's 24 sheets, isn't it? And then I thought, you know, I haven't really got a lot of Christmas stash left over from before. I think I've only got 1 or 2 sheets of pattern paper, apart from some more that I might show you in a minute. But yeah, just flicked through it. I didn't like every sheet in here, but this one caught my eye. Absolutely love this one. Got 2 sheets of that, and then you've got this Santa Christmas Wishes one, which I really like. Obviously 2 sheets of that. This one with the baubles and all kinds of Christmas icons, which I quite like. Don't love that one, not keen on the candle, but you know, it's I will use it, if not on a layout, in my album or for wrapping small gifts. This one's foiled, like this one, just all Christmas icons again. Lovely foiled sheet there. This one's got the baubles with the snowflakes, a nice green colour. This one's black with the reindeer and the rabbits or hares, and the white poinsettias, like that one too. This one's a white background with Santa and gifts and a few sort of foliage patterns in between. And then this one is snow globes, poinsettias in that lovely deep red colour. And then what else have we got? We've got the green, this foiled one again with all the foliage, green with gold foiling. I think the sheet's already gone by on that one. That's the only one, wasn't it? I didn't miss any others, did I? No. And then this lovely one, the black, striking black with the white snowmen and the trees in grey and the snowflakes. And then this one's kind of a vintage Santa with stamps on it, which is quite nice. Again, layout or wrapping, or use like parts of them on a layout as layering. This one's glittered. It's not a loose glitter, it's a fixed glitter. Lovely striking paper, white background, red tree and reindeer again with all the tiny little icons, some baubles and foliage again. And that's it. That's the whole, that's the whole pad I've showed you there. So they're the things that I got from the range the other day. Just a few bits, nothing too much. Just, you know, to boost my stash. And then when I buy ink pads, I keep them for a very long time, and I just sometimes don't realise that actually I really probably do need to replace them once in a while. I tried to stamp something really fine the other day with one of my what are they called, archival ink pads, which I absolutely love, but it just would not stamp very good. And I thought it was a very fine detailed stamp, and I thought, you know what, I think I need a new black ink pad because I use black a lot now. So I went for the VersaFine Clair fine ink pad, pigment ink pad, and I did actually not keep, I've actually gotten rid of the previous ink pad that I had in black because it was just not, it wasn't inking very well. This is cardstock pack. I decided that I needed some neutrals. I haven't got much plain, I haven't got a lot of plain textured cardstock, so I thought I'd get this pack of neutrals, which is precision cardstock. It is American Crafts, I think. Yes, it is American Crafts. It says 2019 on here, and it's what's it called? Well, it's just called precision cardstock, and it's neutral. I've had some of these packs before, and it is £80, 216 grams. We don't really go, in the UK, we just don't really go by weight of paper. We just, you know, we call it cardboard, really. I know there's different weights of cardboard, but we just mostly call card, even if it's different weights. And it's all these lovely neutral colours. They're perfect for this time of year. Also perfect for doggy layouts and donkey layouts, and, you know, using for all those neutral sheets that you need as your backgrounds. And then I treated myself to a Hey Little Magpie order. So this came the other day. I did order a 6x8 paper pad, festive one, but it wasn't in stock, so they refunded me that. Can't remember what that was now, but yeah, I didn't get that because it might have been this pack, this one, Simple Vintage Holly Jolly, because I bought a few of these that I quite like. So yeah, they didn't have the 6x8 paper pads. I may or may not get that in the future. I did get some washi tape. Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Holly Jolly. Is it new for this year? No, it's 2024. So it's last year. I really liked it, and I thought two of those there I can use for other things, not just Christmas. And then the Christmas ones I like to use it on envelopes and cards as well as gift wrapping and things like that. So as well as on my scrapbook pages, I will utilise that for all things festive. I got some JD, are they JD 3D? No, they're not. They're just Hey Little Magpie. Wood Veneer Christmas and Traditions. I really like those, especially with the etching on those. And then I got this Simple Vintage Woodlands pack of sentiment bits, die cuts, and as you know, I'm not really a big die cut person. I like embellishments as opposed to flat pieces on my work, but absolutely love these, and I thought they'd come in really handy for my camper van camping travels little traveller's notebook that I'm creating. And I've sort of fell in love with these little Bella pops. Beautiful. Definitely save those for special layouts, I think. I got the, I don't know what they're called, Saint Nick and Christmas Cheer. So that's those two. Love those. Get a few other bits in there as well. And then I got this lovely washi tape. Just couldn't resist it. Absolutely love it. Doodled washi tape. Definitely use that for all kinds of things. And then I got pattern papers. I haven't actually sorted through these, so I don't know if they're in order of, you know, manufacturer or anything. Simple Vintage Holly Jolly. Love this side. That's the side I purchased it for. And then you've got this lovely green pattern on the side that looks like it could just be like a background sheet. Simple Vintage Woodlands. Love these. Absolutely love this. The camera and the boots and the camera, the binoculars and the boots and the squirrel, and just, yeah, really love it. And then this really nice pattern I could definitely use for a layout, but I am not a fan of diagonal plaid or, you know, patterns. I would much prefer them to be like this, but I would still use it if I needed it for layout, as opposed to the elements side or the cutter part side. That's 4x6 elements, that one, and this is the same, but this is 3x4 elements. And I do really like some of these, but I could then also use it for this side, and actually this one would work, I think, for Christmas as well. That's that one. And then I've got another one for the same oh, what's the word, collection, that's it. And it's got all these, and again the the tag elements. This is called tag elements, and then it's got the rear. The rear side has got the blank tags, or some of them are for journaling, which I could use either side. The ones that I would use on this side, I may not use that one. I don't particularly like that one, so I could use the other side of that's patterned as well. I could use that as a layering, but either way, you've got two choices, and you've got both sides. Now this is Bella Boulevard, Merry Little Christmas, Merry Everything. Just really liked this pattern. Tiny pattern, isn't it? Really like it. And then you've got the blue polka dot, and then this one is the same, but it's Papa Noel, and just the lovely Santa faces. And the lovely gingham on the other side, very light colour. I know a lot of people don't like the is it Bella Boulevard with a cutesy, but I like both. I like cute, I like traditional, I just like what I like. This one is We Are Makers. Oh, is that We Are Memory Keepers? Have they changed that then to We Are Makers? Because it's the same font. Not seen that before. Oh, it's Maggie Holmes, and it's Pretty Picnic. Love these bows, and I love this side as well. Make the most of every day. And this lovely pattern on the back, like a grid style graph pattern. I would say that I would not be a huge fan of Maggie Holmes, but this one I do like, even though it's got a pink background. Oh, I love this one. Vicky Bootin, Wrapped in Ribbons. 2024 again, so that's from last year. I don't know what the others are. Are they from last year? Not sure. Yeah, I think, yeah, that We Are Makers one was 2024. Bella Boulevard doesn't actually say. Yeah, some of these are older, but I've not bought a lot of stash in the last year or two, so yeah, I must have missed it. This one, I would say that this would go down as an all-time favourite of mine. Just love it, absolutely love it. Wrapped in Ribbons, like I said, and it's just got a number. So I like this side as well, but I would definitely want to use that side. This one is again Vicky Bootin again with a number, and this lovely sort of brown wood grain, I think, with the white writing on top of that. And then this beauty, I love this side as well. I could really use this side and really use this side, but I think I chose it for this side. And then we've got again Vicky Booten with a number, and this is like the 3x4s. Absolutely love this, love that one, beautiful. Love this ribbon, absolutely love this ribbon, love that as an embellishment. And then that's just, oh, that lovely kind of black pattern that reads as like one, like a solid really, but it's not, which is Vicky Booten's really good at that, isn't she? I could definitely use that, but it would be a shame not to use those. This one again is Vicky Booten, but it's 49 and Market. I don't know if that one's 49 and Market. No, that's American Crafts. This is 49 and Market. You can tell by the quality that this is, when I say we call cardboard or thick card, this is very thick, much thicker than the other sheets, even thicker than Cartabella. It doesn't have the Cartabella texture though. What's it called? Is it on this side? The Vicky Booten, oh, Mistletoe Memories 2025. So that's new for this year. Love this. I can just see myself just stamping and creating things in each of these little squares, and maybe putting a photo here or here, and then just creating and stamping and doing all sorts of embellishing on those squares. I also really like this side though, but you know, I think I'll be ashamed not to use that side. This is the same again, Vicky Booten. I love this wreath, this beautiful pattern, artistic, you know, pattern. And then we've got this lovely wood grain with the black and grey as opposed to brown, or they've got a little bit of brown. Absolutely beautiful, love it. Not seen anything like that before. I do like these designs from Vicky Booten. I can always make those work somehow. This is crepe paper, Holly Jolly Holiday, and it is 2024, so another older one. Absolutely love this. I know Inky Quill likes crepe paper, doesn't she? I don't know if it's one that we don't get so much out here, or I'm not sure, but it's not one that springs to mind as a collection that I particularly love, but I do really like this one, festive paper, and I love this as well, like your sort of loose polka dot, isn't it? Love it. Like this side. And then this one is the same again, but this is it's got a number. They've got numbers on them, so they've not got a name. This lovely tree pattern with the decorated trees, and then these lovely what do you call those? Can't think what you call them. Festive icon. This one again is the same crepe paper, and it has got a number again, and it's got this beautiful poinsettia pattern on the white background with this lovely, very easy to use design on the reverse. And then this is Vicky Booten again, 49 and Market, and oh my gosh, again with that other one, but bigger sections. I could see myself maybe doing one photo and lots of embellishing and stamping with a title in one of the squares maybe. Yeah, or more than one photo, smaller photos, not sure, even embellishing across here. Just, yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this paper with this absolutely beautiful graph grid style design on the back with all the lovely elements that you get with Vicky Booten, all the kind of added interest on the sheet. And look at that lovely branding strip there, beautiful. And then this is again, it's not Vicky Booten, it's 49 and Market, Wanderlust Explorer by Dennis Bruton. Not a name that I'm familiar with, but love this. I would have said this was Vicky Booten, but it's obviously not Vicky Booten. Beautiful. Bought it for that side, but then you've also got this lovely side too with, is it a compass? I think it's a compass. And then you've got this one, which is 49 and Market, Wherever. That writing is so tiny that I can't actually read it. That's the designer, I think. And then it's there. I don't know whether you can read that or not. Where is it? Can't even find it now. There you go. There is a name, but it's too small for me to read even with my glasses on. This one's called Joyride, and I thought this would just be nice, although it's not a camper van, it's a car. I thought it'd be nice maybe for my camping camper van type layouts. And this side here, which is interesting, film strips maybe, but yeah, definitely bought it for this side. And that is again the 49 and Market quality of card stock. So that is my purchases that I've treated myself to in the month of September. And I'm excited to use all these products at some point in the future. Now, like I've said already, at the moment I'm not starting a new Traveller's Notebook, so hopefully that might mean that I do more layouts, and hopefully I'll come on and do process videos for you, because I've now got lots of lovely new stash to use, haven't I? My new ink pad, my pattern, my lovely textured cardstock for my backgrounds, my lovely festive stash that I've bought, and autumnal stash, and you know, all these lovely bits and bobs here. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a few layouts done next month. I've got a few things going on. Last month we were busy with the dogs as usual. Eddie was in hospital. We visited my family in Derbyshire, which actually got postponed once due to family illness, and then we actually went again at the end. So we were supposed to go earlier in the month, but we went at the end of the month. So yeah, it's 4 years. I got a notification on my YouTube that I've been 4 years on YouTube. I think it was the 2nd of October my first video was uploaded, so that's exciting. I haven't worked on anything else other than layouts and the general Traveller's Notebook this month. I've signed up to a couple of Chamel's classes, Just Joy I think it is, and the Christmas one that's not Journal Your Christmas. It's the one that starts in November. So I signed up for those. I'm excited to do those. And yeah, I'm really excited to hopefully be in my craft room a lot in October. Let's see how that goes, shall we? Once again, thank you for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.